As you know, I love finding tools that help you build awesome lists in almost no time. So I'm really happy today to be walking through Company Enrich. It's one of the newer platforms that I've been testing out and trying with some of my clients and even for some of my own campaigns. So I'm going to walk you through the three main ways that you can build a list of companies. I'm going to talk about some of the additional data points that they have, which are pretty decent in terms of these can't always be found in other databases, and then quickly talk about the Clay integration, which I won't have time to show you today. But this is the company. It's called Company Enrich. You can see that the dashboard is here, and it's given me two very quick ways to start searching for companies. I can use company search, which is by filter, such as the industries, the name, the location, or lookalike, but they also have a semantic search. So let me just go through the lookalike first of all. You've seen me cover this in other tools, but it's a very decent lookalike. One company that I'm going to search for, I'm just moving a few things out the way, is Gusto. So Gusto is a payroll HR benefits platform. So I'm going to start with just the domain of Gusto. It's come up here, that's the logo, I recognize it. And now I get to choose, do I want to have a broad search or do I want to be extremely targeted? Now, if you're doing lookalike searches, you're probably going to want to be targeted. So I'm just going to move this across to just here. Now, this isn't, I am going to have to spend some credits to find these results, but it's only going to charge me for the results that come here. So let me just click search, and it should bring up 10 results. So it's cost me 50 credits for 10 results, but I'm using this now to help me kind of filter and narrow down. Do all of these look correct? Do I need to add in additional filters? These are questions that I'm asking myself as I build the list. So I know that rippling is 1, and it's showing me the match score is 5. But let's say that I actually only want to reach out to companies that look like Gusto that are in specific locations. That's going to help me really narrow down the locations. Now, perhaps I should have started with this. It would have saved me some credits. But United States, United Kingdom, I've got match any of. And I'm obviously not excluding any in this case because I'm just looking for those that are in the United States or United Kingdom. The exclude is a pretty powerful feature, but I can also go through some of the other filters as well. So what I can also look at is number of employees. So let's say I want to find companies which are 50 to 200, 200 to 500, and then 500 to 100. So if I click apply, I am going to spend another 50 credits. So I, again, ask myself, is there anything else that I want to also filter for here? So for now, I'm just going to click apply filters. So now I'm finding companies that look like Gusto that are in my ideal target regions from a geography point of view. And then also they are from 50 people to 1,000 people. So I've got 533 results, which is actually a pretty good number for me. And I've only spent 50 credits so far. I'll come on to pricing at the end. Now, how do I check whether these are? So I can actually click in here, and on the right-hand side, it's going to bring me up all of the information that it has about this company. So we've got Patriot Software, affordable and easy to use online accounting and payroll software for small businesses. That's my target audience, which is great. They're based in the US. The state is Ohio. City is Canton. The phone number is here. It's a private business. The main industry is business services. What I like about Company Enrich is the sub-industries that they have. So I can see that these are accounting services, software, media and internet / data collection and internet portals. So that can be really useful if you've got quite a horizontal solution or a solution that can help a lot of different businesses rather than specifically looking for a company. So if I had a live chat for internet portals or customer service portals, client dashboards, that would be a great industry that I could search. I've got the NICS code here. Revenue estimated. You never really know about revenue, especially for private companies. Every database estimates the revenue. Total funding, that's good to know. Funding history Series A in October. So we've got a lot of data already. Here are the technologies that they're using, the keywords, which is essentially indexed from their website and then sorted with AI behind the scenes by Company Enrich and the location here. So you're like, okay, Mark, this is great. It looks like there's a lot of information, but how do I actually use it? Well, obviously the social links here as well. These are the formatted data points and put together in quite a nice way. But where Company Enrich really comes in is that you can connect this to your other tools, which could be Clay, it could be other software that you're using, or it could be your own app as well. This isn't just for building lists for prospecting. You could also be enriching inbound leads that come through using Company Enrich in the API. JSON looks very, very confusing at first, but just it's a way that, I'm going to try and explain it. It's a way that one computer system can talk to another computer system. JSON structures all that data in a way that's really easy for the other system to pick up. So in the other system, regardless of what one it would be, you would then start to match to say pull through all keywords, and then the other system would then pull in any keywords which are under the keywords part of the code. That's probably not the best description, but I'm not a developer. I just know enough to be dangerous. So you can see there's got all of this structured information here, which is great. I can go and click on another company and check out this one called Check. B2B, it's SaaS. It's a technology company that provides embedded payroll solutions for platforms. Again, looks great. I can go and have a look at their LinkedIn profile. I can quickly look at their website just to understand whether they are the right fit as well. It's loading. It's just taking a little while. So that's the company lookalikes. Now I can export these. I can create a list. I can also, I believe I can save this search too. If I just click here, was that right? Filter library. So I can save current filters. So what I might want to say is payroll US, UK, 50, what did I do? 50 to 1,000. So I can save that and I can come back and use this in the future now if I want to. So let's just look at export. It's going to give me the option of, do I want to export all companies? Is that as a CSV? Is it JSON? It's the same pricing in terms of in credits. So let's say it's got 533. So if I click 500 companies, it's going to cost me 2,450 credits to export. I can also send to Clay via a webhook is usually the easiest way to do that. You do need to be using the kind of middle plan of Clay, which I think is $350 if they haven't changed their pricing as I record this. But that is a way that you would then connect it to Clay as well. Now, again, I can go through and have a look at the other companies that are here. Again, I want to be double checking. All-in-one platform for HR payroll. Yeah, that looks good. These are the types of companies. Now let's go really broad. Let's go super targeted. I'm going to hit search again, and I can see that it's bringing up the same amount. So in this case, the difference between targeted and just slightly less targeted, there wasn't much difference at all. So that's the lookalike companies. At the moment, I'm not finding contact data here. I'm just finding the company information. Okay, so now I want to show you the two remaining ways of finding companies. So let me just come over here, company search, and I'm going to start with semantic search. Semantic essentially is just using your own language to describe your search or the companies that you want to find. So one of my favorite clients that I worked with recently was a email marketing agency that worked with e-commerce brands. So let me just search that. I'm going to use Whisperflow. It's another tool that I've been using for a while. So I'm just going to press a button and speak. E-commerce marketing agencies that work with e-commerce brands. Made a bit of a mistake there, but it's going to paste that in here. And it didn't do it right because it spotted my mistake. So email marketing agencies that work with e-commerce brands in the US. So I'm going to hit enter and then click search. That didn't work. Search. And I'm actually going to be looking out for the company. So it is finding email marketing software, but not service providers. So this is where I may want to now use the category feature that is great in Company Enrich. In fact, one of the best I've seen on the market. So a lot of these, Privy is SaaS. I haven't heard of Mild, but it's SaaS. I know that MailChimp is SaaS. but I want to find service providers. So I can simply come down here and then I can do match service provider. That's all. Because I am only matching service provider, I don't need to exclude anything. I believe in theory. So now I can see B2B. Oh, okay, I may want to exclude that. So target bay, probably offer a software and then have some services. So great example. Let's exclude anything that says SaaS. Now I'm going to search that again. Inbox Army, I know, are one of the competitors of my client, and there we go. So I now am thinking, okay, well, maybe I want to work with other companies which are like Flowiem. I've finished my kind of non-compete, and I would never share anything publicly about a client with another client. So now's the right time for me. So now I'm thinking, well, how do I find companies who are even more similar to Flowiem beyond just the service line? So what is there about Flowiem that I can match? Well, I know from a company size point of view, they have 50 to 200 people. Technology-wise, I could look into this, but that wouldn't really be too relevant for me specifically. But I think really it's going to be employee size. So let's come back here. Number of employees, add an option, 50 to 200. I've got 54,000 here. So I think that's actually a bit too broad for this. But now I can see that these are all companies which are similar to Flowiem. So let's have a quick look. Hustler, email marketing agency dedicated to enhance e-commerce revenues. Perfect, great fit. The email marketers should be a good fit. Now, I probably want to look for a keyword such as e-commerce, just to make my list like really, really specific. So let's see if Flowiem has e-commerce. So customer engagement, e-commerce, right. So it's always tricky with the word e-commerce. I never know whether it's e-commerce, there's e space and then commerce, but let's just go with the keyword that I can see here. So I can come back into here, look for keyword, which I think I lost. There we go. Match any of e-commerce. You can see there's a slightly different spelling. E-commerce marketing, great. E-commerce SEO, yeah, SEO. It's kind of not the same, but it'll be along the same lines. So now I brought this down to 23. So maybe this is too small of a list, or I can do a super targeted outreach to these companies. I'm not going to, but you can see how I started quite broad, and then I'm looking at what are the similarities with the types of companies that I'm trying to build a list for, to then find companies that are similar. So yeah, that is the semantic search. Going through just searching with filters is pretty straightforward. Let me just clear all these here. Okay, let me think about, I don't know if I need to refresh. Let me just go company search. Okay, so we would then go, all right, I want to find business services. I actually want to find accountants. That's who I sell to, who are based in, where's the location? There we go. Based in the United Kingdom. Really quick how it pulls up the results as well. United Kingdom, again, I'm just going to click search. It's going to cost me some credits to get there. But of course, Sage is big. It's SaaS. I don't want SaaS. So let me then go to category type, which again, I do think is excellent. Service provider is not SaaS. And then click search. And now I've got 5,686. Now, all of these in theory should be accounting and tax, which is brilliant. You can see that the main industry varies slightly. That's pretty typical across the majority of other databases. If I wanted to, I could add in some additional columns here. Let me put the employees in there. I should have the type in there as well. Just get rid of that. Click here. Whoops. So I've got type is private, number of employees. Now, money point might be too big for me. I want to find companies which are a bit smaller. So let me go down to, where is it? Employee size, number of employees. There we go. Add an option. I want to go 200 to 500. So let's filter this list again. And now I've got 23. Again, small list. I might want to make my filters a bit broader, but you can see how you can very confidently build a list like this. Let me just show you how I create that list. Accountants UK, what did I do? 200 to 500. I always name my list like this. I thank myself in the future by naming my lists in a way that I can understand. If I was doing this for a client, I usually put the client initials in here as well, or if it's just for me, I put in my initials just to help it. There's only total matching 23. So save up to 25. It's going to cost me 2 credits. Perfect. So now I have a list, and I can of course export that into Clay and then run a find person at. I might also import these into LinkedIn Sales Navigator, and I might run some paid ads to these. There's lots that you can do really in with the data, but the use case which I don't have time to show today is you could build a list of accounts in any tool that you want, put them into Clay, and then call the API key. And what that will do is essentially give you access to all of that information in Clay, which would come through a JSON package. So yeah, the company is called Company Enrich. Really simple. Really love how easy it is to use. On the free plan, you get 200 credits, which isn't a lot. Of course, it's enough just to get those first few searches. But the starter plan gives you 15,000 credits, which is a reasonable amount of credits to use on a monthly basis. And then to go up to 50,000 credits is only $99 a month. For you to get really accurate lists, especially that B2B categorization or service provider categorization, being able to exclude some of the categories, I think it's a fantastic tool. So give it a go. I don't work in their support. If you get stuck, let me know. And yeah, keen to hear your thoughts. All right, cheers.